Hi, it's Amanda with Wildtree. So you have just gotten your kit and you're probably wondering how to make your meals. So I'm going to give you a little bit instructions of what I would have done if this was an in-home party or a workshop instead of this being delivered to you. So I'm going to go over what the kit is, and we're actually going to make a meal together so you can kind of see the process and how I instruct others to do it and anything that you may need. So bear with me while I adjust the camera. All right, so this is going to be your kit. This is the box that it comes in, and it should have the name of your menu right here on the front. So let's go ahead and open it up. In here, you're going to find a paperwork packet, and you're also going to find all of your spices. So we're going to go over the paperwork right now. So what you're going to need out of your paperwork packet for this portion right now is you need the sheet that looks like this. These are going to be your labels, okay? You also need the workstation recipe cards. This is going to tell us how to put our freezer meal bags together. So go ahead and put the rest of the paperwork. You can put it back in the envelope or whatever you want to do, but go ahead and set that aside. So now let's talk a little bit about your kit. So in your kit, you have whatever came with your spice bundle. So right now I have some oils and spices, and then I also have this little packet. These are called provided ingredients. So these are ingredients that you're going to need. For instance, I'm going to be making a meatloaf today, and I need the oatmeal that's in here. So if you find an ingredient on the workstation recipe card that you're like, oh no, I didn't know I needed soy sauce, look in this little packet. It's probably in here. So I'm going to set this aside because I'm going to use some spices and oils that I already have open, but I just wanted to go over the kit for you a little bit. So what first we do is get some type of bowl or container. So we're going to set our actual bag in here in case anything falls over and it gets messy. So the night before, you should have been doing your shopping list, or the night before, day before, whatever. You're doing this on your own. You did your 10 freezer meal bags, and you cut up all your veggies, you put your eggs and your cheese, whatever your prep sheet said. So what I send you digitally is the shopping list, and that's when you go to the store and you buy your stuff. And then there's the prep sheet, and that's you're going to prep your bags. So this is the bag that I have. I'm making meal number 8. It's the meatloaf, and I just put everyday meals on there just so I know for my own. So I'm going to put this bag in this bowl just to stand it up and make sure it doesn't fall over. So I cracked my eggs in there. I'm going to take my workstation recipe card. I'm going to look for number 8. And so I found number 8. So on number 8, the items in bold, those are the Wildtree products. And then the items not in bold, those are the products that I added in yesterday, not including my meat because I just bought the meat today. So I need to add my meat, and I need to add the Wildtree products. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And you just dump everything right in. Add my turkey for my meatloaf. I have 2 pounds of meat that I got to add. Now remember, each meal serves 4 to 6 people. So if you have a small household like I do, then you're going to want to split your meals. We don't split the meatloaf only because we love it and we really eat it very fast, so it's not necessary for us to split it. All right, so I got my meat in there. Now I'm going to look to my workstation recipe card. I need 2 tablespoons of hearty spaghetti blend. 1, 2. 1½ tablespoons rancher steak rub. 1, about a half. And then a package of rolled oats, which I already cut my package up just to make it easier. Okay, so I have all my ingredients in here. You're going to close your Ziploc bag. You're going to mush it all together. For this one particularly, I'm going to make sure it's mushed up pretty well. But other dishes, you don't have to because it will marinate itself while it thaws. So if you are going to split your meals, now is the time to do so. So what I like to say is make it like a full meal, get all the spices and oils in there. That way everything gets evenly distributed, and then you split it. So if you were going to split and make 20 meals instead of 10, now is the time to do that. I'm not going to. Like I said, my family loves this meatloaf, so we're going to keep it as is. Then you're going to double bag it. Trust me, double bag it. This stuff is very saucy and oily, and when it is defrosting, it tends to leak. And I had an instance where I got fajita juice all over my counters. My cats got into it. It was very, very traumatic. Okay, so double bagged it. Now I'm going to take the corresponding label and I'm going to put it on the bag. All right, so this meal is done and ready to go. So a little bit more about the rest of the paperwork that comes in this packet. So in the rest of this paperwork, you have a couple pages that look like this. So what these are your full instructions of everything you just did and anything else you'll need. So it tells you everything you put in the bags, if you need anything at the time of cooking, and what your directions are. At the end of this little packet here, there are additional recipes. The additional recipes are for you to help use up the extra spices and oils you have left over, because you're going to have a lot of these products left over. You can even make the meals, most of the meals again. So this is going to be like your sides and any extra dishes. Then you have your freezer inventory sheet. So what the freezer inventory sheet is the name of the meal, how you're going to cook it, how long you're going to cook it. Remember, if you're halving your meals, you have the cooking time, and if you need anything from the grocery store. So the average family eats 3 Wildtree meals a week. So what we recommend is you take 3 meals out of the freezer on Sunday and put in the refrigerator to defrost. So let's say we're going to do these first 3. We see what we need from the grocery store. We go and get that. You don't go back unless you need milk or wine. So this is going to help with the impulse buys. When you're just going to the grocery store for bread and you spent $40, you spent $60 here and another $40 here when you just went in for one thing. So that's why we're planning ahead, and then you're really going to see that your time and the money that you spent here have paid off, because you're going to see a very, very big difference in your grocery bill. Our family saved $500 the first month we did this, and it's not like we eat at really fancy places. It was Chili's here, Pizza Hut here, McDonald's for lunch. And so by doing this, I'm like, no. I did the work and I put in the effort. So we're going home for dinner tonight and I'm going to cook it. So you have 2 different ways in case you have a husband who's like, I don't know how to cook. You have this that's on the refrigerator, and literally the label on the bag tells you how to cook it as well. So or older kids, there's no excuse that they can't help you cook. So that is just a little bit about how you're going to put together your meals, and you can do it all at once. So you can do take a Sunday and you can go shopping, do the prep, and then put them all together and then be done with it. If you have any questions or concerns at all, please call me, email me anytime. I know it might be a little intimidating doing this on your own, but it's really easy, and once you get the hang of it, you'll be good to go. So thank you for choosing Wildtree, and like I said, let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I can't wait to hear how your first meal went. Thanks. Bye, guys.